Hey guys, this is Kaim Interviews. We are here with one part of Movements. And we're going to talk about Warped Tour, of course, because this is the end of the tour, and you guys were on the Full Sail stage. And interesting because there are a lot of hype bands, you guys being one of them, on Full Sail, and it's interesting too because I heard that this is the first year that people aren't getting bumped up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how has that been, having these huge crowds at Full Sail?
Honestly, I love it. Because my thing is, I would rather have a decent-sized crowd at Full Sail make it look giant than going up to, being bumped up to a bigger stage and having that same amount of people and having it look kind of, just whatever. I would rather, make it look like we're playing to, an ocean of people than, a decent-sized crowd somewhere else. So I love it, and I love, the crew on the Full Sail stage. I mean, we've gotten really close with all of, the stage hands and the sound guys and our stage manager, John. We absolutely love it over there. So even if they had offered to bump us up, we probably would have been nah, we just want to kick it with our homies. So yeah.
And it's crazy because just researching your band, you guys don't even have a full length release.
Yeah.
You have an EP. So I mean, how do you guys do that off an EP? At least Knocked Loose, they have a full length out. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a reason people got a lot of their stuff and we're yeah, we love this. You guys only have an EP. So how do you think you did that? Got this huge name for yourself with an EP?
Oh man, a lot of luck, honestly. I mean, it kind of blows my mind too, the fact that we've come so far off of 6 songs. It really does blow my mind, and I'm so grateful for the opportunities that we've been given, because most bands don't do what we have been able to do off of this small amount of music. So it's been crazy, dude, and I don't know that I have an answer for why it happened or how it got to the point that it has. All I know is that a lot of really awesome people took some chances on a band that they believed in, and we are here because of that, and we owe a lot of our success to just the bands who've been willing to take us out and the bands who believe in us, and then our team at the record label and our management and everything. It's all sort of a collaborative effort. There's not really any sort of credit that I can take, because I'm just I just write music. So I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. So speaking of writing music, you have to be working on something.
Yeah.
You guys, I've heard, we're in the studio and whatnot. So new album. What are the details?
Yeah, we've got a new record coming out in hopefully October. We don't have an official release date yet, but what I can say is that it's a full length, 11 songs. We're very, very proud of it. I think it's the best collection of work that Movements has ever written. So I'm really excited to put it out. We play one new song on Warped, and so far people have really, really liked it. So yeah, I mean, we're just excited to put it out. It's been a long time coming. I think we're all ready to move on from the Outgrown Things era and push Movements into what it's going to be next, even though it's still similar. I mean, it's not like our sound is changing very much. I think that it's become a little bit more well-rounded. It's become a little bit more cohesive overall, but I think that we're just trying to
grow it.
Exactly. Honestly, yeah, and just become a little bit more mature in our sound and really just kind of fine-tune what exactly Movements is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you can look out for that starting early fall.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to talk a little bit more about it, the writing process and whatnot, what are some things you guys did in the studio that you intentionally wanted to outgrow, something you wanted to leave behind, and then what are some things that you intentionally wanted to add that you guys had never done before?
We definitely took a step back from a lot of the screaming. As much as it's cool and it's so much a part of my roots as far as what I grew up listening to, Under Oath and Silverstein and all these emo bands who had that screaming in it. I absolutely love that sound and stuff, but I hate doing it, and it hurts, and I don't like doing it live, and I would rather not scream. So we definitely dialed back the screaming. There's maybe, out of the entire record, it's probably 80 to 85% clean singing, and then probably 10% spoken word and maybe 5% screams. So it's mostly a singing record, but we still have the elements of the spoken word and the screaming in there. So it's still very Movements. It's just I want to sing. It's that's what I'm good at. So I wanted to do more of it. And then we really wanted to experiment with a lot of different guitar tones and stuff on this record. So we messed around with a lot of different pedals and effects and weird crazy shit that like we wouldn't have done on the EP just because we didn't really have as much time. The EP was a really quick recording process. All the songs were written beforehand, and it was just sort of like, these are the songs, let's record them, done. With the LP, we had almost a month out with Will Yip in Philadelphia, and we had a lot of time just to like really dissect each song and like think about, okay, like what can we do differently here, like what can make this part, you know, take it to the next level, like that sort of thing. So there's a lot of like weird things that are different, like are more out of the box for what Movements would usually do, but while still staying in like the vein of like what Movements is. So yeah.
That's awesome. So lyrically, like, what sort of topics do you delve into in this record that you know, fans can look forward to hearing about?
It's a lot of the same, I guess, subject matter. We deal a lot with the heavier things in life. You know, we talk a lot about mental illness and anxiety, depression, obsessive compulsive, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of that in the record. There's also a lot of like the typical like heartbreak sort of breakup stuff. We address Alzheimer's and dementia in this record. There's a song that we've been playing live called Deadly Dull, and it's about my girlfriend's grandfather who has Alzheimer's, and basically his wife passed away like 9 months ago, and he doesn't know that she's gone. His brain just can't remember, so he's constantly asking, you know, can we go see her, like where is she, that sort of thing. And it's heartbreaking. It's horrible. It sucks watching somebody go through that, and I wanted to write a song about that because I don't think people talk about it enough, you know. I think that it's great to talk about mental illness, and it's great to spread awareness for like so many of these other things, but no one's really doing much to spread awareness for Alzheimer's or dementia, and that was one of the things that I really wanted to address. So there's a song about that on the record. But with all the heavy stuff aside, I mean, we also have 2 happy songs on this record, which is unlike anything that Movements has ever done. So that'll be a nice change of pace, I think, for a lot of people. So
yeah. All right, well, lastly, do you have like a ballpark, you know, release date? You said fall, but like month maybe? We're
looking like probably like early October. We just announced a tour with Knuckle Puck, Home Safe, and With Confidence for October and November. So the record will be out for that tour. We just don't know the exact date yet, but early October, we'll probably start dropping singles like mid to the end of November, or I'm sorry, September. Yeah, somewhere around then.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, well, thank you so much for taking your time and talking with us about the record. Guys, make sure to check out Movements and look out for the new music coming your way pretty soon, all right?
Cool. Thank you for having me.
All right, take it easy, guys.